Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you all care, so share. And yes, please sound off in the comment section below. All right, so trackies, we have Brussels, and of course our Jamaicans are subtly stepping out. Well, not so subtly in my opinion, but the rest of the world are going to go and let them know see. That's okay. I, as a Jamaican, see the improvements and I'm here for it because guess what? Right on time. The World Championships is roughly maybe 3 weeks or so away. And guess what? The performances are improving the way I want them to, and I'm here for it. So, yeah, man, Team Jamaica, stand tall. Stand up and rep your team. And don't make nobody tell us that enough you rep your team. Nobody make nobody shame on if you rep on a team. One Jamaica. Now, let's dive into the results. Let's start with the discus throw. And let me tell you something. Ralford Mullings has unlocked something new. He hurdled the NCAA Division 1 Track and Field Championships and won the discus. And ever since then, look here, everywhere I turn, all I see is Ralford Mullings. He's there. He's winning or he's second. And he's there challenging the best of the best. And I'm absolutely excited because guess what? He turns up here at the Brussels Diamond League and goes away with another fantastic win. This time he throws 69.66 meters, fresh off his national record, 72.01 meters. Unknown is on fire. So he comes out here and he tells y'all that, look here, it was no fluke. I turned up there, I broke my national record, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to dominate the men's discus. And that is exactly what he did. Congrats to him. Now, Mikola Letna, the man that he took down for the first time this season at the NCAA Division 1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships, was second here, and he threw a 68.82 meters. But for the most part, Ralford Mullings was leading the competition, I would say, and especially in the fourth round when he threw a 69.41 meters. So yeah, he was definitely, top billing in this competition, right? So yeah, went away with the win. Fantastic. Things are looking really good, as I said, for Team Jamaica as we roll into the World Championships. Now, we also had Roger Stoner here, and he ended up being seventh, and his best throw was a 65.67 meters. Now, guess what? Another Jamaican is telling y'all, me no gone away. No. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been sleeping on the defending world champion in the men's 400 meters, and that is Antonio Watson. After all, he hasn't really been doing anything much this season that would make you want to talk about the performances, right? But he has been slowly but surely improving. And I remember a couple weeks ago when he ran that 45.2, I was like, okay, it looks like it is coming together. And guess what? He lines up here in Brussels and takes the men's 400 meters, dipping for the first time below 45 seconds this season, 44.89 seconds. And also track is seemingly the fastest time since 2023. So well, then again, considering that he spent 2024 with an injury, yes. So for sure, fastest time since 2023. Excited for him coming back right on time, and especially when I look at what's going on in the 400 meters. I talked about this year not looking like one of the strongest years in the 400 meters. He is subtly, no, well, not really subtly, right? He's rounding into shape the right time and will be able to head off to the World Championships confident enough in his abilities to try to defend his title, and I'm absolutely here for it. So Antonio Watson for the win in the men's 400 meter invitational. In second place was Dylan Borley, and he ran a 44.94 seconds. And Jonathan Sakor from Belgium. Two Belgians there. Oh, I need to look out for Belgium when it comes to that 4x4. But anyway, he ran a 45.39 seconds for third there. All right, so let's dive into the women's 100 meters because no surprise there, we had Melissa Jefferson Wooden dismantle the field, destroy the field trackies. No one was close. It was a gap. It was in another area code. Yeah, that's how good it was. 10.76 seconds. And I was like, hallelujah. Y'all know why? Because the meeting record survived. So the meeting record is actually jointly headed by Elaine Thompson-Hero and Shelly Fraser-Price. On the record, list that they have here, they only have Elaine's name. So didn't realize that Shelly is also a joint record holder there. So yeah, we survived on it from a meeting record perspective. But yeah, Melissa Jefferson wouldn't, kind of just, cemented in our brains in case you were having any, strange thoughts that she would be challenged. That yeah, no one here could have challenged her. And yeah, that didn't happen. Shakira Richardson, interestingly, was second, 11.08 though. And Daryl Nita was third, 11.15, with Shelly and Fraser-Price all the way back and forth. Well, not all the way back like that. She was, top billing anyway, right? 11.17 seconds. I have to say, wasn't really, impressed by the run from a Shelly and Fraser Price perspective, especially her last 10 meters. For me, looked as though, as I said, back to the whole reaching, and I never really like to see athletes reaching, in races. So for me, 11.17, don't get me wrong, I had, potentially her dipping below 11 seconds. So looking at second place, Shakira Richardson, honestly, Trackies, I don't think anybody, other than coming out of the race healthy, you know what I mean, has anything to really celebrate about other than Melissa Jefferson Wooden coming out of this race, because the times, you know what I mean, they really look back at the pack, vibe ish, what based on what I'm seeing here. So really and truly, especially from a Shelly and Fraser perspective, I'm just gonna have to wait until the World Championships to see if she'll be able to, get into that 10-8. It looks like it's not gonna be happening, on the circuit, and I'm fine with that. As I said in my preview video, I was just, trying to wrap my brain around whether or not we should be expecting, seeing, a 10-8. And I kind of just said, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be expecting it. And yeah, it didn't come here 11.17, but I do have hopes that, what, she'll be able to get into, that 10-8 by the time we get around to the actual World Championships and be, a contender, strong contender, to close out, this 2025 as strongly as possible, right? I did have the favorite Ophelia as well competing strongly. Didn't get the greatest start. As I said, she's very inconsistent. You know what I mean? Didn't have the strongest run here, 11.19 seconds. I don't think anybody here outside of Melissa Jefferson Wooden ran really well. I mean, Shakira Richardson, as I said, was second, but I mean, looking at, the gap and again, on the field, still not any improvement to really speak on. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's much to celebrate, when it comes to, every athlete that is, second through to ninth, outside of, ending the race healthy. That's my view. But for sure, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the strongest person here. And yeah, that showed 10.76 seconds, another, commanding win. And yeah, you're not going to run 10.6 every race, you know what I mean? But she's definitely showing consistency, and I love that. So let's see her. I believe this is her last outing. I don't think she turns up to the Diamond League finals. So let's see, what she comes with at the World Championships. Of course, she goes in as heavy favorite, right? Even though you have the Olympic champion Julian Alfred, she goes in as heavy favorite because she has been able to scale heights that Julian has yet to, scale in 2025. Let's see Julian step up there, and let's see if there's any other athlete that will be able to step up and also challenge Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Of course, I'm hoping that, Jamaican will be able to be in there someplace. You know what I mean? But anyway, track is that's what happened at the Brussels Diamond League from a Jamaican perspective. Still a few more events that have not yet been completed. So still keeping my eyes on those, but for now, that's what is, the results in these particular events. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think about Shelly and Fraser Price's run? Were you impressed, or do you think, you just have to dash this race and, look forward to the next one? I pretty much dashed it in my mind, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.